EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, South. Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, stay safe. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Let it go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All day, every day.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Bravo. Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. And let's pin it.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
SOS. You draw Porker. Hey, Foxtrot. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 56. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Mike 56. Yep. Mike 56. I'm coming.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Mason Foster, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
I'm coming for you, son. Back.
play action with Ryan. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Phillip Lindsay with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Chargers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Complete to Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 30 base. Go. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Be triple.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. He hits Blue. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Jones off the play fake. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This time Ryan will throw. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety. Any weapon. Mike 54.
Jones now. Off play action. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Mike 53. 53. Mike. Hey, Charlie.
On third down, Ryan. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Ready. 10 Tucson.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch the out. You're out. Check this guy.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now this time he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On first down, Murray. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know you felt that one.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Gordon. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on third down, Jones. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Before getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. Nope.
And I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So first and 10 now from the 30.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. He completes it to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Situation, let's go. Shoot, watch the shoot.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Ready. 30 base. Silver. He's cracked. Topper. Let's go.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. They find some open field here. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts. But his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a cut to the right. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as it kicks away. That's fielded in the end zone.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
General West.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Hey, orbit. Now.
50 seconds to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 2nd and a yard. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey.
Watch screen. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. You don't see me.
Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Off play action. Jones. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
25! 51, down! Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
On third down, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Gun. Kill. Tight dog. Alert 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan steps away to his left, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's able to find Diggs. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Ryan. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's got room. A very solid gain of 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Check 31, check right.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Philip Lindsay with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chargers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Under 10, 10, 5.
Jones off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. Jones has it. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Jim.
Greystone travel.
56, Mike, 56.
Get it ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Single receiver. Hey,
Chopper!
At the 30-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You can't block me. Switch.
Go.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike, 55.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Caught by Jones. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
General West.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Mike 54.
Jones now Throwing on 4th down. Letting one go deep. And it's intercept. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Oh, the return is Jones.
Come on, fellas.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
61, match box, right.
At the 36-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Defense. Check.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. His short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
64,
Now Gordon on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Stay home. 55 Mike, guys, 55. Hey, here I come.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know. X3, 218, chopper.
Check 43.
5.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Greystone, Travis. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Joker.
Hey, exit.
55, Mike, 55.
Go.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
Go.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Set, go.
On 4th down, Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Matt Ioannidis and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Let's go. 50. Play. Nothing left. You got nothing. Check 3. Ready, go.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and goal at at the Chargers' 11-yard line.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep